conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Intercepted, and the first drive into the pick. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere. They're able to make a big-time play.
Caught over the middle. It's Washington. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
A first down run in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to Johnson. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Just keeps slinging it. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 7 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Makes a move. Got it. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Here's a heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. And we've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? It's a draw. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
The Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The quick out. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The give to the back. Running to Green. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Got a man, it's Johnson. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. The Sooners in the hurry-up. If he keeps getting protection in time like that, he won't even have to put his uniform in the laundry.
No, and average quarterbacks look really good when they have time and good protection. He's an elite player. You give him that kind of time, that kind of protection, it's going to be a long day defensively.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The Sooners have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on second down. On a little time, lets it go. He's got him. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Oh, better look out. Past the 40. Turning it on. 10. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on fourth down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooners. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Texas A&M. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
From the gun, give on the inside. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's locked. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there working his leverage, finding the soft spot and making it an easy completion.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Well, 3rd and short on their own side of the field. They try to run and get it, but just not physical enough up front. Now it sets up 4th down.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Snap it to the back. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Looking for the score. Trying to find the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Marches ahead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. catch in the middle. It's blocked. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete to the left. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Unleashes one deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
So now it's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Get the sack, get in the fumble.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Quick completion on the out route. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it.
No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Hines is tight end. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Going deep. Makes the ground to the 25, and there's room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Right down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll run play action. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one they had to have a plan for one of the best receivers in the country, so they're double covering him. You can't do anything else, and still they can't prevent this guy from making the catch and getting the 1st down.
They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. This time he's got his man.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Wants to fire on second down. Pressure coming. And the defense drags him down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are. And they work with their quarterback and they find them and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Quick completion on the out.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Under fire. It's a fumble on the play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. To the air on second down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Sooners come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. In a perfect world, quarterback hits his last step, turns the ball loose, receiver comes out of the break, ball's there. That's not what happened there.
Because this isn't a perfect world. Because we're going to put a defender up.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's even.
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, the running back has it. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners!
Well, I gotta love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Wants to go up top. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. There he goes! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn and hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Flips a tackle, and he's got room. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Winston. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Boise State was able to come away with the win, as they have so many times before in southwestern Idaho, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing is easy in college football. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Mountain West is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Dumps it off in the flats. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Sooners are marching down the field. They'll run it from the gun.
And if I'm the running back, I'm like, listen, hold on. Can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give as they work on that clock. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Fires to the big fella. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass on 2nd down. Short gain on the completion. Good footwork. Gets him the first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He's got the back in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. And a nice pickup on the run. It gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback, get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy